help center our minds in this moment, focus in on ourselves, bringing positivity and light to our bodies and our minds. Then we move into some beautiful yoga postures to strengthen us. After that, working on Pilates abdominal and back work, then moving to some beautiful stretches for the back and the hamstrings, and finishing our workout with a meditation to enlighten us, center us, and bring that beautiful, peaceful calm into the rest of our day. So let's get started together. Stepping with a narrow uchi, feet are under hips, your knees are slightly bent, your shoulders are relaxed. We're gonna breathe in and relax the breath in through the nose and out through the nose. So let's start with that calming breath, inhaling through midline. Keep expanding through the rib cage as you press your arms wide. Exhale as you bring the hands in and down. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. With each breath, creating more length in our stretch wide through the ribs. And don't be afraid of that breath. It really helps to center ourselves, releasing the cares away from the body and bringing our minds into this moment. And when you're ready, stepping wide with your feet, about wider than shoulder distance apart. Make sure your tailbone's tucked under and your shoulders are relaxed. And we're gonna take our chi ball with us, shifting our weight from the right side to the left. And we're creating that ball of energy in between our hands, dropping the shoulders away from the ears, keeping the chest upright, and that body weight helps to bring a little bit of activity into the legs, challenging ourselves to warm those muscles and joints a little bit. Breathing in one direction and breathing out on the other. Just calming everything down inside. And then when you're ready, taking your hand to your wrist and slowly pushing across, rotating through the shoulders as you open up overhead. So the fingertips come together as we roll through the shoulders and press across. Breathing in expansively through the chest, breathing out, releasing. So it's that balance of energy, yin and yang energy through the body. Going deeper and lower into the legs with each round. Stepping narrow again, breathing in through midline. Expanding wide to the ribs. And breathing out as we draw our hands in and down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Notice how that breath fills you with energy and life. Beautiful. Stepping wide down, shifting our weight from left to right, creating that ball of energy in between the fingertips. Gently warming up the muscles of the legs, the joints. And when you're ready, fingertips come to the wrist and push across. Rotate through the shoulders, just opening up expansively through the chest. Being centered and calm in this moment, nourishing ourselves with the breath, creating that beautiful calm, that that we all need. Allowing for the space to come into the body for rejuvenation. Beautiful. Step narrow again. Feet under hips. Lift up onto the balls of the feet. And exhale, bending the knees as you swing down. So we're pressing away, lifting and lengthening, and releasing as we swing down. Just sending the cares away from the body. And release. So you should be feeling good and warm now. Getting ready for our sun salutations next. Stepping to the top of your mat, breathe in tall to the top of the mountain. And as you breathe out, come forward to your fold, knees bend, tail is high. Stepping back with your right foot into a deep lunge, eyes lift. And your left foot falls into down dog we go, tail is high, shoulders are drawn back. Breathe in as you come into plank position, shoulders over the hands, knees land. Exhale as you slowly crocodile down. Roll the shoulders back, lift to a little baby cobra. Tuck toes, pushing back to down dog, exhaling again. Lunging your right foot through, help it if you need to. Make sure the foot lands in between the two hands in front. Land your back knee down. Breathe in as you lift your arms. Breathe out as you sink deep into the hip space and open up through the heart. Beautiful. Fingers land, step the feet together. Toes and heels together. Breathe in tall to the top of the spine again. And as you breathe out, hands come behind you, clasp and press the fist away. So we're opening up through the chest and heart space, lifting the heart to the sky and breathing deep into that chest. Beautiful. Breathe in again. And as you breathe out, float forward to your fold. Fingertips land, left leg lunges back. Eyes lift, create length into the body. Exhale as you step back to your down dog. Tail is high. Breathe into your plank. Shoulders are aligned over the hands. Your knees can come down or you can stay with the knees off and crocodile, lowering the body. Roll the shoulders back. Lift through your up dog. Knees can be on the floor or lifted off. It's up to you where you feel ready today. Tuck toes, pushing back to down dog again. Lunging your left foot through, help it if you need to. Land the foot in between the two hands. Stepping the feet together now into your fold. Breathe in tall to the top of the mountain. Breathing life into your pose. Clasp the hands behind you. Press the fist down and away. Lift your heart space to the sky. Breathe into that. Let the sunshine fill your heart with energy and light. Breathe into the top of your mountain once more. Breathe out to your fold. Stepping back with the right foot. Eyes lift. Create that long line of energy through the crown. Stepping back to down dog. Tail is high. Shoulders down. Exhaling. Inhale to the plank. Exhale as you lower the body down slowly with control. Roll shoulders back. Inhale as you lift to your up dog. Tuck toes, pushing back to down dog. Exhaling. Inhale, lunge the foot in between the two hands. Dropping the back knee down. Breathe in, lift the arms. Breathe out as you sink through the hips, open through the heart. Land the hands, stepping the feet together again, exhaling. Pressing into the outside edges of the feet, rise to the top. Exhale, hands clasped behind you, press away. Lift your heart space. One more round through the sequence. Let's make it our best. Breathe in tall to the spine. Breathe out as you fold. Lunging the left foot back, eyes lift. Right foot follows, into down dog we go. Tail is high, shoulders away from ears. Breathe into your plank. Hold that beautiful lifted belly as you lower the body down. Roll shoulders back, breathe in, lift heart. Breathe out, tucking the toes, pushing back to your down dog. Breathe in as you lunge the left foot through, help it if you need to. Dropping back knee down, lift the arms, sink the hips. Slowly open, squeezing the back of the body. Land the hands, stepping the feet together, fold. Strong and true through your fold to the top, reaching to the top of the mountain. Hands come behind you, clasp, press away, lift the heart space. Now, step wide, setting up with your right toes pointing to the right wall, left heel turned out, and our hips are facing the front. Bend your right knee a lot, get low and deep into the hip space. Then spread your wings, and let's breathe into this beautiful tuck tail. Inhale and exhale. Go deeper each round. Inhale and exhale. Deepen. One more time here. Inhale up through the midline and exhale, expand. Beautiful stretch through the chest. Nice alignment through the knee and ankle. Now let's reach. Extending your warrior. Elbow comes to the thigh, upper arm comes overhead, and we sink deep into the hips. Keep pulling the top shoulder back, keep lifting through the chest. Breathe into that beautiful expansive pose. If you want to advance this, option to lower the hand to the ankle or the shin. It's up to you where you want to be today. But keep pulling that top shoulder back. Good job. Bring the hands to the ground on the right side. Readjust your back foot and let's square off so that our feet are hip distance apart and facing the right side. We're going into a profile warrior one, so hip joints facing the right. Let's breathe together, clasping the hands behind us, pressing the fist away. Opening through the chest. Now create length. Deepen your knee bend, hips stay low, a long line of energy from the crown through the hips to the back heel behind you. Actively working, creating length there. If it's too much for you, you always have the option to bring the hands to the thigh. Breathe in, everyone, lifting the arms overhead. Draw the shoulder blades back and create more challenge for the glute and the thigh muscle. It should feel like it's burning. Good job. Bring the hands down. Turn the toes to point forward, coming into a wide leg fold, bending your knees a lot, lifting your tailbone up. Breathe. Slowly lifting your head up, bring your heels in. Let's come into a wide leg squat. So the tailbone is tucked under, the shoulders are down and back. Breathe in tall to the spine, settle deep. Slowly blocking to your right side, palms face the right, tailbones tucked, really squeezing the glutes here. Hands back to heart center. Let's try it again. Breathe in tall through the midline. Open at the top, deepen your squat. Block to your left. Nice work. Hands to heart center. Now straightening out both legs. Set up for a triangle pose on the right. Pull your left hip back. Create length in the torso. Then land the hand. Shin or ankle is fine. Make sure you're keeping a little micro bend in that supported right knee. That just forces the muscles around the joint to work and keeps us active, strong, and open. If you want to challenge your balance, eyes look to the sky. If this is too much for you, eyes look to the ground. More advanced work, upper arm comes overhead, and we look through the armpit. It's up to you where you want to be today. Beautiful. Bend the knee up, and let's switch the direction. Let's try it all on the other side. So setting up with a bent knee, remember, we want that good alignment, knee over ankle, hips facing the front, and we're anchored to the outside edges of the feet. Breathe in wide to the ribs, shoulders drawn down and back. Breathe in through midline. And with every out breath, we go a little deeper. We squeeze a little more into the thigh muscles. Let's do it again. Breathe in and out. Centering your mind in the moment. One more time. Breathe into the midline and out. Now reach over the pointed toe. Create length in your torso, bringing the elbow to the thigh for the extended warrior. Top shoulders pressing back, chest is lifted. If you want to advance, you know the option, bringing the lower hand to the ankle or the shin is fine. You choose your effort and intensity, but keep the hips low and work on that leg strength. Beautiful. Bring the fingertips to the ground. Readjust your back foot, setting up for a profile warrior to the left. When you're ready, hands clasped behind you, press the fist down and away, and open up through the chest and heart space. Get deep. So the hips stay low, the chest is lifted. Options, if this is too much for you, remember bringing the hand to the thigh is good. Otherwise, advance with me, reaching the arms over the shoulders, and create depth. Anchor to the outside edges of the feet, like there's a pocket of air underneath the arch of the foot. Reach for more. Create length and strength in that thigh muscle. Good. Release. Bring the toes to point forward and come into a wide leg fold. Let your head hang down, let your shoulders relax. Breathe now. Create that beautiful length in the backs of the legs. When you're ready, lifting your head up to find your equilibrium again, turn your heels in, toes out, and lift to the wide leg squat. So the tailbone's tucked under, the shoulders are relaxed, and we're breathing navel to the spine, working hard through the abdominal. Inhale as you lift the arms over the shoulders, sink deep into the legs. Create a block to your left side. Hands back to heart center. Breathe in as you lift through the midline. Breathe out as you sink. Block to your right. You've got this. Beautiful strengthening activation for the glutes. Hands back to heart center, straighten out both legs. Realign the toes so that the left toes are pointing to the left wall. The right heel is turned out, and we're creating length in the torso. So reach as far as you can, and then create that triangle pose. Remember, the supporting knee on the left side is slightly bent to create that challenge for the muscles and not the joints. We want longevity in the joints, so we never lock them. When you feel ready for more advanced work, the upper arm comes overhead, and challenge for balance is optional. So we can look to the sky, that's more challenge. Eyes look to the ground, a little less. You choose what works for you. Good job. Stepping in, let's take a different perspective now. Inhale up, settling the mind in the moment, exhale down. Again, breathing in, Stepping wide now, turn your right toes out. And we're gonna circle the arm. The front arm circles all the way around. Thumb comes up in front of us. Belly's lifted. We're going to shift our weight over that standing right leg and lift the back leg off. Now reach your back palm, your right hand, to the back wall. So we're actively twisting in our star pose. Eyes are finding that strong, stable foundation in the ground. Keeping the eyes grounded, belly lifted. Just turn your torso to the front. Chest is proud and lifted. Opening to your star pose. If you want an advanced star pose, palms face into each other and reach to the sky. Lifted and strong through the belly muscles. Now advancing our moves, using our core strength. Take the back leg through. The toes can be landed. This is level 1. The knee can be lifted. That's level 2. Or the leg can be extended. Leg extended is level 3. Everyone reaching into the back arm to create that oblique, strong strength and stability. Good, release. Now let's try it again on the other side. Breathing in through your midline. Pressing the sky away, lifting the heels off this round. Bringing the heels back down. Decompressing and letting go. Step out now with your left foot. Shifting our weight over that left foot. Lift the back leg off. Find your focal point. Open up through your star pose. Chest. Turning to the back. So we're reaching that right arm forward of us and the left arm to the back. Belly's braced and strong. Turning to the front again. Palms face the front. Chest is open. Option to reach the arms over the head. Squeezing the back of the body, supporting with the belly muscles. Option, more advanced work. Toes can be landed. Knee can be lifted. This is level 2, more advanced. Or most advanced, leg is extended. You choose the effort and intensity. Strong lift in the belly muscles. Working our obliques. Nice job, everyone. Setting up for a dancer's pose next. So as the belly muscles are lifted, we reach and extend the right hand forward. Take hold of the inside of the sole of the left foot. Edge your knee back as much as you can. Create space through the chest, through the hip, through the shoulder. Supporting knee is slightly bent. Eyes on the sky, on the floor. And edge your knee back. Good job. Let's try it on the other side. Dancer's pose. Extend your left hand forward. Stabilize through the left leg. Take hold of the inside of the sole of the right foot. So belly muscles are lifted. And we reach. Where can you go with this beautiful balance and strengthening pose? Heart is open and reaching for more. Good job. Release. Hip opening stretches are next. Let's come to kneeling. So we want to kneel down and sit onto the heels, creating stretch in the front of the thigh muscle. Place your hands behind you with the fingertips pointing away from you. Squeeze your butt as you lift your hips off. So we're creating that beautiful stretch in the front of the thighs and the front of the chest. Slowly lower that down again. So we breathe in with the lift, squeezing the back muscles. And we breathe out as we lower. Lifting the pelvis up, squeezing the glutes. and releasing and letting go. Now, placing the hands shoulder distance apart, setting up for down dog. Tuck your toes, push back. Tail is high, shoulders are drawn away from the ears, belly's lifted. Breathe in, lifting your front leg high to the sky. Take that top knee through and land it in between the two hands. We're going to go for a swan pose or pigeon pose. So we want to get our hips low to the ground. We want to anchor through the hip joints and lift through the chest. Make sure this foot underneath you is flexed, and we're going to turn on an angle towards that flexed foot. Still keeping your body upright, and that weight of the body is really going to help us get more stretch into the hip joint. Good job. Now revolving in this position, bringing the elbow to the ground, left elbow comes down, palms press together, and we rotate to the back. Beautiful squeezing in the back of the body. So we're revolving through upper back muscles only. Hip joints are facing the ground still. Reset your hands under shoulders. Tuck the toes. Push back to your down dog position. And let's try it in the other direction. So lifting your back leg high, three-legged dog. Take that top knee through, land it in between the two hands. Flex the foot. Hips are grounded, chest is lifted. Breathe in tall to the spine. So fully extended in the back leg is the more advanced option. If you want a little less, we bend the knee off to the side. This is less work. You choose what works for your body, but make sure this foot underneath you is flexed. That protects your knee joint. And then we turn. We turn towards the flexed foot, keeping the chest proud and lifted. And we're going to evolve from here. Turning to the revolving swan, bringing elbow down, right elbow down, hands pressed together as we gently rotate, using the leverage there to get a little more access into the back. Breathe. Hips still facing the ground, only upper back is turning. Good, release. Taking the hands out from underneath, your leg out from underneath your body, step back to your down dog. We're gonna step wide with the front leg. Taking that leg through, help it if you need to. Make sure the foot lands just outside your hand and drop your back knee down. So we wanna settle deep here. We wanna bring the shoulder close to the knee joint and make sure that knee stays aligned above the ankle. Option to progress. You can stay with this. You're welcome to stay here. More advanced work, bringing the elbows to the ground. You choose the option that works for you. So knee is aligned over the ankle, and we're breathing into the hip space to get more access and length there. If you want to advance from here, option to press into the flat foot behind you, lifting the back knee off, creating space, more stretch for the hip joint. This is the most advanced. Please only go here if your body's ready to accept the stretch. Notice that the toes are flat, not flexed. Good, bring the knees down, reset the hands under shoulders, step back to your down dog, and let's try it again on the other side. Lunging your back foot outside with the back hand. Bring the knee down behind you. Flatten out the foot behind you. So this is level 1 here. Hips facing the ground. Stretch for the hip flexor. Level 2, elbows come to the ground. Making sure knee is aligned over ankle and is close to the shoulder. Beautiful stretch for the inner thighs and the hips. Good job. If you want to go to level 3, pressing into the flat foot behind you, lifting the back knee off, just 1 inch off the ground. It's up to you if you want to go to this place. Beautiful. Bring the knee down. Reset the hands underneath shoulders. And let's go for some Pilates abdominal work next. Lying on your back with your belly braced towards the spine. Arms are wide, shoulders are down, knees above the hips. We're gonna circle out with the front leg extended and bring the knee back over the hip. Circling out with the back leg, bringing the knee back over the hip. This is a lower abdominal workout. At this moment, focus on the pelvic region. Navel to spine, stable and strong so the back is not popping off the mat. Good. Now we're going to scissor the legs and arms. So reaching the arms overhead, scissor to the front, bent knee, clapping underneath it. Extend, leg and arm. Reach, lift the chest towards the thigh, hands clap underneath the knee. Reach and extend. One more time. Exhale as you lift. Squeeze, lifting the chest. And release. Arms wide again. This time circling the back leg through. Bring the knee over the hip again. Slow, controlled work. Control this work. It's not about how fast we do it. It's about the control in the lower abdominal. Going back to scissoring. Arms reach overhead. Now we clap underneath the back leg as we lift. Inhale on the lengthening. Exhale through the pursed lips as we lift up. Inhale long. Exhale deep. Good work. Now setting up for a side plank. Elbow directly underneath your shoulder. Knees are stacked forward of the body, and then we lift the hip off. Shoulders aligned, one over the other. Now we can thread the needle, bringing the hand underneath the armpit, and we reach high. This is level 1. If you want to advance, top leg lengthens out. More advanced work for that waistline muscle. Good. Tucking in, reaching up. Good. Release. Let's try it in the other direction. Remember to set up correctly. Elbow directly underneath shoulder. Knees forward, hips lift off. Reach tall through the shoulders. It's as if there is a flame underneath your waistline. You want to keep that lifted throughout these beautiful reaching side planks. Advancing if you so choose, extending the leg out. Stable through the hips. The arm is just moving to create a little more challenge for the abdominal. Good work. Breathe in and hold, and release down. Nice. Okay, we're going to work on our back muscles, the opposing muscle group from the front of the body to the back of the body. Hands forward of your body with elbows underneath shoulders. And we're going to squeeze our back as we lift up. Slowly with progression. Feet are hip distance apart to squeeze the glute muscle. And try not to use the hands too much. The focus here is on our postures. Inhale as you lift, squeezing the back of the body. Exhale as you lower. Eyes are staying on the ground to keep the neck in the neutral position. Good. Now let's set up for a pointer pose, knees under hips, hands underneath shoulders. Opposite arm and leg extends long. So the belly's lifted, and we're contracting the muscles from the shoulder toward the glute. Now open that up to the diagonal. Good. Return the hand under shoulder. Bring the knees and hips to the ground. Reset your posture. Elbows under shoulders. Squeeze the back and the butt as you lift. Exhale, lowering only halfway down. Inhale, lift up. Squeeze. Eyes on the ground. Keep that moving. Squeeze the back of the body. Extend through the crown of the head. Spinal extensions. Again, one more time. Breathe in, lift, squeeze, and lower. Reset for our pointer pose. Knees under hips, hands underneath shoulders. This time, front arm and back leg, reach. So we're lifted through the core muscles. We're squeezing the back of the body. Now open up to the diagonal. Create that beautiful work. Good job. Bring the hands down and roll over onto your backs. We're going to set up for a bridge pose. Heels close to the bum. Knees hip distance apart. Shoulders down and away. And we lift off. So we actively press the heels into the ground as we squeeze the back of the body. Then tuck the arms underneath you, clasp the hands together, and press the fist to the ground. This is activation in the triceps, the back, the butt, and the hamstrings, all working hard for you here. Nice job. Release. Allow the hips to come down. Bring the feet together, knees apart. Extend your butterfly pose. Hands to the arms, the forearms, and just let your shoulders relax. Take a moment, breathe, enjoy. Come into some seated twists. Options here for the legs. You can have your right leg tucked in underneath you, or you can have it extended straight out. This is another option. The most important thing is both hips are grounded. So if you're feeling challenged with the knee bent, then go to the extended leg position. Hips are landed. We're breathing tall into the spine. And we're going to go for an open twist first. So opening to your right side. Plant your right hand behind you. Keep the chest lifted and proud. Just breathe into that. Try looking down the back shoulder if you can. Good. Now we're going to close our twist a little bit more for cow face pose. We want to stack the knees as much as possible. The side of the foot is on the ground. Hips are landed, belly's lifted. Now we're twisting for a closed twist. Plant your left hand behind you and go for the closed twist with the belly lifted. On the exhalation, we turn. You can bring your elbow to the thigh if you wish to get more access for leverage to the rotation. Nice job. Release. Now let's switch up the legs. So remember your option here. The leg can be fully extended. Let's try that now. This is the lower option. Nice and tall, always proud through the chest and heart space. And then we rotate to look over the back shoulder. Breathing in and out. This is the open twist. Creating spinal flexibility. Allowing the breath to create shape in the body. Flexibility. Good. More advanced cow face pose. You can still keep the leg extended if you wish, or stack the knees, but everyone, hips are grounded. Then as we rotate, exhaling, using the out breath, and the core to help us rotate. So really feeling the stretch through the hips and the nourishing effect for the back. A beautiful side effect of our twist is the massage for the internal organs. Help for the digestive tract. Good job. Release. Setting up for folds next. Breathe in tall to the spine. Make sure you get both hips landed. And as you exhale, we're going to come forward. Just to where it's comfortable for you. Let the head come down. Let the shoulders relax. All the while creating more length in the spine. If you need to, you can bend your knees. Now everyone, bring your right foot to the inside of your left thigh. And we're going to turn towards that extended leg to the left. With a lifted chest, we come across. We allow the chest and shoulders to relax. Beautiful stretch for the back, the shoulder, as well as the IT band here. Now planting your right hand behind you, we're going to come into that spiral extended lift, opening up through the heart space and the shoulder, contracting all the muscles underneath us. Nice work. Come on down. Let's switch. So now we're taking the left foot to the inner thigh. Hips are back. And again, turning towards that left side. Adjust if you need to. Just creating length in the back of the body and the IT band a little bit. Breathe. Allow the release, the surrender to come into the body. Enjoy this moment. Now taking your left hand, bring down behind you, come into that spiral extended lift. Really opening up the top side of the body, creating space. Space for change. Space for love to land on your body. Release. And let's come into a wide leg position. So the hips are grounded, the chest is lifted, and we're creating length through the crown of the head, so breathe tall. And as you breathe out, come forward, releasing, letting go. Let the body relax into the position. With every breath, let gravity sink you further into the moment. Beautiful. Now nourishing yourself with breath again. Place the hands pointing out behind you, contracting the muscles, lifting yourself up. So this contraction in the back of the body with our wide legs is going to help us get more length out of the final fold coming up. Lower the hips down, extend the legs straight out in front of you, stick pose again. Breathe in tall, breathe out, releasing and letting go. quietly, let's move into our beautiful meditation next. We always recommend the corpse pose, lying straight out with the legs extended, straight from the hips and the toes rolled open. If this position is not comfortable, please do adjust. Either we can bring the soles of the feet onto the ground and flatten out the back, rolling the knees together, dropping the shoulders down. In this position, there's no muscle work holding up the back or the legs. You may be more comfortable. If this is uncomfortable still, you do have the option to roll to your side in the fetal position with your hands supporting underneath your head, fetal position, or you can sit up. The most important thing with our meditation is that you are relaxed. So find that comfortable place in your body. I invite you to close your eyes. Think about the breath coming in, focusing only on yourself and this moment. Breathing in naturally through the nose, allowing that breath to explore the body. Breathing in to the depth, all the way through to your belly. And breathing out and letting go of the things that no longer serve us. Releasing the control and allowing our bodies and our minds to enter the creative space, that protected space within ourselves that we must nourish now. Allow that loving energy to filter through your entire body. With every breath, the oxygen filling you and circulating through all the way to the cellular level, rejuvenating you, restoring energy and life. So just breathe now. Allow that breath to reside in you. Oftentimes, we don't realize we're holding our breath or breathing in a shallow way. Take the time now to notice your breath. Are you breathing expansively, fully into your belly, all the way around to your rib cage, into your back? All the breath nourishing you. This life force energy that is our gift to ourselves from the divine light within. Breathing in thankfulness for all the work that our body has done for us today. Thankful for our mind, that it allows us to enjoy the breath, the life, the connections that we make. It's in loving ourselves that we become better. We become better for everyone else in our lives. We become more full in the expression of who we are. Be thankful for this person that you have become, for the journey you have taken to get here. Be accepting of where you are in this moment in time. Everything will turn out as it should. Have faith in that. And just notice where you are in your body now. If you're lying down, I invite you now to start to waken your body. Start by wiggling your fingers and toes, rolling through your wrists and ankles, and come back up to seated. Seated in a comfortable position with your eyes closed. And just notice how you're feeling in your body today. Notice the strength we've created through the spine, through the shoulders, the lightness, the joyfulness in the heart space, the groundedness through our hips, and the freedom in our breathing that allows us to expand. Notice the peaceful calm in your mind. And let's try and take that peaceful calm with us as we journey through the rest of our day and share it with the people that we come in contact with. Breathing in one last time together, lifting the hands overhead. Palms come together and prayer hands come back to your heart center. I thank you all for sharing your time with me today. Namaste.